Thank you guys for watching the Animal One Guy YouTube videos. If you like this video, please leave a like and even comment below. And if you like all my content, please hit the subscribe button. And why not click the bell icon for notifications too? That way you can see all my videos. Give me the ball. So here's a nice thing everyone should be excited for. That's right, she went to the bathroom. It's not throw up. It's just poorly formed stool. But that's okay. That's a good start for us, so we're gonna just keep moving. She's definitely, scared. Who knows what her trust level is of anything right now, especially of anybody. But we're gonna work on her. We have to soak her, because we have to get rid of that shed, no matter what. So I'm gonna get a humid hide ready to help bust that down. Okay, I've got the tub here ready, and I got the lid ready on the right. So she does need to eat this morning, and I want to get her, with some food in her, but I got to get that shed off of her. And since she went to the bathroom overnight while I must have been dozing off, this is a good way. We're going to start with getting her stuck shed off. Then we'll let her mellow out for about an hour, and then we can get her on the just the normal food regime here. So first task is going to be getting her out of this humid hide. Here she is, and you can tell she's just, she looks the same, guys. One food treatment's not going to be enough to get her to look amazing. The nice thing is her stuck shed's already very soft. So she must have been in here a good amount of hours. So I'm going to go ahead and swap hides with her. Boom. Boom. And the lid. And guys, just so you know what's going on, if you're new to leopard gecko care or you're new to anything, new to this channel, why is she going in this bin, well, when she was already in a humid hide, let's say? Well, that's true. She was in her humid hide for her cage, but she's got a lot of stuck shed on her feet that I showed you. And in fact, it caused her to lose parts of some fingers already. So she needs a humid hide with a lid here that's going to have really high humidity, whereas, an open hide, which is normally good for them, will sit around 60-70% humidity. This closed like this can put humidity to 100%. You already see that it's fogged up all around it. It's very humid in there. It's a little bit cooler in my home, so take a warm piece of paper towel and just a little bit of water that's in there on top of it, and the temperature difference gets everything moving around in there. It's absolutely great. And while she's in there, we're going to do another food treatment. I've already got some Repti-Aid drops in there. We'll hit her again with this caloric supplement, and we're just going to repeat the process. So some of you have commented already on this. This is, it's not even animal neglect. It's animal abuse and this and that. And yeah, that's true. I would say this is definitely animal abuse. People want, they're like, get those people's information and turn them into the authorities and things like that, guys. And I'll be honest with you, when you're out there and you're rescuing any type of reptile or you're rescuing any type of animal in general, if the word gets out that you're turning people in, people are not going to surrender a pet in need. Especially a small reptile like this, someone will just, they're going to say, what's the pain? I'm not going to go to jail for this reptile that no one knows about. I'm going to throw it outside. It's not like a large dog where people would see a large skinny dog roaming the earth, right? Like just roaming down your street. You'd be like, wow, there's a dog and it's skinny and I need to call this. What happens if someone threw this leopard gecko outside? Who would ever see it? No one. That's who. And then that's it. It's gone. It's dead. It freezes overnight. If you live someplace that's hot, it just dies overnight. an animal comes, a predator, a bird, something comes, a cat, anything comes and eats this thing in 2 seconds. So you have to be able to function on a mostly an anonymous basis with people, with reptiles like this. Just, hey, we all get into trouble, you know. It's not right. What they did is not right, and they are despicable people. I don't know the circumstances. I don't know if they ran out of money. I don't know what happened. Everyone, I feel like, maybe has good intentions when they start, and then things get out of control. But you can't throw them in for that, because then it'll get out, and then you'll never get someone. They have to be anonymous. Hey, come, drop it off on my porch, ring the doorbell, leave. I'll come in and pick up the reptile. I never even need to see your face, because I don't care about you. I care about this reptile, you know, this lizard, this frog, whatever it is, the snake. It could be a bunch of different types of just animals. And I care about the animal that you're have in your possession that is suffering. And let's just get it out of your possession. Let's stop its suffering. Let's try to save its life. And then if it lives, let's get it healthy. Let's get it out to a family that will take care of it and will live, you know, the best life that it can live and have fun. Because a leopard gecko is going to live more than 3 years. And we're going to get her back healthy. Alright, so just under 15 minutes has passed. And normally I like to soak them or keep them in a humid lock like this for a little bit more. But since her stuck shed was really just on her toes, and it was already light from being in the humid hide for most of the night, I think this should be good. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to open it up, and we're just going to see how we're doing. Oh yeah, there she is. She's like, what the heck is this? I know. It's not great, is it? It's not great. Come here. Come on. There we go. Hi. So let's see what we can work on here, guys. Now, thankfully, the location of the stuck shed is pretty easy to get on camera and remove, so I don't think we'll have a problem. So right here on this toe, we can see that this toe is missing the toe, the tip of the foot, you know, the tip of the finger is gone. But the one above it, we see that mound of stuck shed. Now, the big question is, oh boy, yeah, she's not going to like this. The big question is going to be, how many layers are there? Am I going to be able to peel the whole thing off? Or are there just so many layers that she might have to go back in? Come here. Let's pick this up. It's going to hold onto the arm here. Now I have to be super gentle because we could already have finger damage. All right. Yup. As I thought. All right. Look at this big piece of stuck shed that came off. You see how it's black on the very tip? That's her nail. Let me turn you around to the finger. So, come here. I know. It's this one right here, the second one. Let's get that to focus. And see how it's black and the nail is missing right here. I know it's hard to see, guys. I'm trying my best. That's necrosis. The tip of the finger was dead in there, and it came off with the stuck shed, which we may or may not see with all of them. This inner claw here, actually, though, it is not anywhere near as dark on the tip, so we may get lucky here. Come on. Again, I gotta just be so careful. Let's get the tweezers out. Not to pull too hard, because I really don't want to pull. The other thing that could happen is I could end up pulling a fingertip off just because of how fragile they are. this one's coming. And notice as we reveal more and more stuck shed as it comes off, as we get closer to the tip of the finger is changing color. Okay guys, good news. I had to do it off camera because it was just tough, but that one came off, but look, the whole nail is there. It's overgrown, it's huge. I'm not going to trim it though, but we have a healthy nail on that one. That is great. So she's going to have some fingernails. Oh boy. Alright guys, I've put her back in the de-shed box here because she has so many layers of stuck shed on her feet that they don't just all come off, but that's alright. We'll put her for another 10 minutes in here and then we'll try again. Alright, all of the stuck shed is gone. I'm about to give her some syringe feeding for the second day here, and then ideally, you know, I want to do it at least 2 times a day in the start. If we can get it up to 3, even better. Some people may be wondering if they're not trained or whatnot, how do you know that those globs there were not her throwing up? Well, one, other than, you know, you can see, if you've seen leopard geckos, you know the pattern of wetness that happens around the stool. And then there were some black clumps in there that were the stool. But obviously, yes, they were very deformed. So, but another way you can check, because when she's weak like this, you know, there's not a lot of power. If you come and you look at the vent right there, yeah, you can see that there is some urate still stuck on the vent here from yesterday night. That wasn't there yesterday. And that's how you know. She's just, you know, she's weak. She can't push everything through. It's all right. You know, we're not, there it is on my tip of my finger there. That's how we know where it came from. So that's great. So, this and this. Let's tube feed again. She took it well the very first time. Now, something, guys, that some of you may find odd is this is probably going to become harder and harder to do. Because as she gets energy, she's going to be able to, you know, actually fight the tube feeding, which right now she can't. Well, she tries, but not as well. Look at that. She opens right up. And look at her tongue. She's ready to eat it right away. This is almost like a cow or some type of animal, you know, a pig that's a baby pig or a baby goat, and you put the bottle in their mouth. And they're just so hungry. And that's her. She's just chomping away at this. Every time I just squirt a little bit. I let her swallow. I mean, she's just absolutely starving. And guys, a lot of you, again, might be thinking, you got to give her more food. I can't. That's going to be too much. It's going to put her body into shock. I got to just give her these little bit, these half syringes. She would probably eat more. She would probably gobble up more. But I cannot do that. I know I've done this so many times, especially someone who is so malnourished like this and is so underfed. You have to unfortunately start slow. So yes, she would take more food with the way she's eating. She would definitely take more in, and then she will throw it up. It'll be too much of a shock to her body. So you have to resist just, you know, filling her entire stomach up until she's ready, because she's been without a good supply of food and honestly probably, I would say without a good supply of water, but for all I know, that she would have at least had a water bowl. She had a big water bowl in the picture I saw that was, you know, the exact same reptile bowl that my green basilisks have and my bearded dragons and that Ariel has. But that doesn't mean she's drinking, which is why I went with a smaller water bowl that would be easier for her to get into, although I still think it would be hard for her to get into it now. Oh gosh, look at this, guys. She's already opening her mouth. She's ready to get more. That's how hungry she is. Look at her. She's opening her mouth. She's ready. She wants more. And this, I've already measured out the amount for her. So it equals to just over half a one of these syringes here. But when a leopard gecko's eyes are closed, and we will look at the eyes later today or tomorrow. I just don't want to put too much trauma at one time. And look at that mouth, it's just opening because she's hungry. She is hungry. She's not a baby. You know, she's 3 or 4 years old. If the information I was told was correct, which, you know, who knows? I was told she weighed almost 20 grams because he weighed her before bringing her, and then I find out she actually weighs 10. So, you know, she was in much worse shape than I thought. Also, the person didn't really want to get rid of her. They wanted to keep her and, I don't know, watch her die, I guess. They had to do a lot of thinking if surrendering her was really a good idea. Well, in this case, yes, surrendering is a really good idea.